It's been so long since I posted on this channel. Over a year, I think. And I am getting back into gardening, as maybe you can see behind me. I've got some seeds started. But I did kind of just want to let you know some of the things that I've done for the garden in this past year. And also kind of what I've been up to. I've had a few big life changes, I guess, in this past year. Anyway, your girl's been working on her hobbies. You can see me, I'm here sitting at my PC where I've actually been streaming from a lot in this past year. And I stream myself playing video games that I love. I like a lot of story-based, like RPG games, which are a lot of fun. Games that are really nostalgic to me also. And it's been such a great way of like engaging with other people that share the same interests in the same way that I really have loved this YouTube channel. Recently, I've also started to stream some of the work I do for the garden. Like a lot of these seedlings that I started, I sowed on stream, and it's nice. It's honestly nice just to be able to connect with people while I'm doing something. It makes you feel a little bit like you're not doing it alone. That's also how making these videos has made me feel, even though it's like a bit of a delayed reaction. So I make the video, I put it up, and then I can get like feedback on it, and then I can get community and interaction from it. Okay, I'm rambling. I wanted to tell you about what I've been up to. So it wasn't this past winter, but the winter before that, I actually fostered 3 puppies. And this was kind of the start of me stopping my videos. And this was because I felt really overwhelmed. Those puppies were adorable and I loved them so much. And I was so happy to take care of them. But it was a lot of work. I didn't expect to be fostering 3 puppies at a time, but when I went there to pick up the dog that I would be fostering, they needed somebody to take these 3 puppies, and I couldn't say no. They all ended up getting adopted into wonderful homes, so I'm so happy. Anyway, look at the cute puppies.
Hello. Hello. Hi, sweetie.
Here's the shed. Here's the work that we got done in the summer. I will do a bigger update video on this, on the progress we made there, and then how I start to use it. So far, I've only still just used it as a shed. I think very soon, because it's still freezing here, but it's warming up. The days are getting longer, we're getting more and more light, so I think I can start using it as a greenhouse very soon. And I'll do a more in-depth video on that. But I just wanted to show you how it looks like. I'm really excited about it. One day it'll get a coat of paint also. I've just kind of got to pace myself and make sure I'm doing everything I want to in the garden. Oh, here's also a look at just the state of my garden, of the hoop house. I've got another update for the hoop house that is honestly heartbreaking. It's really hard, and that's why I'm laughing. I am laughing nervously because I was so sad about this. I actually couldn't look at my greenhouse for days, for maybe a couple of weeks. I couldn't even look at it. Yeah, that's all to say. There's just got to be a lot of work done in that area. Anyways, hopefully that all gets resolved very soon. In this area behind the hoop house is also extremely overgrown. There's a couple of raised beds here that are full of weeds. There's no paths anymore. I tried to make some wood chip paths in that area. It got overtaken. But here's a spot actually that I decided to move some of my honeyberry plants into. These honeyberry plants were put in a spot that I had such lofty ideals for. I was going to make that like my little bush, shrubbery, berry bush spot. And I had a vision, okay, of how it would look like. I think I even talked about it in at least one other video years ago. It didn't end up happening. I will say I know what I could have done to help, actualize that vision better. And maybe one day I will work on it again. There are just like so many things that I'm trying to work on and do that I don't think now is the right time for me to do that. Anyways, that spot is also pretty shady and not the best for these honeyberry plants. They survived in that area, but they weren't really thriving. They weren't growing very much. And I want honeyberries. I really want to taste them. I really want them to produce someday. So I'm moving them over to this long raised bed here in the back where it does get a decent amount more sunlight. Still shady at some points of the day, but I'm hoping that it's gonna just perform better here. Something else I did before this past winter came was I planted some daffodil bulbs, and I planted them in the hoop house. Now, I wasn't sure if this was going to be the best place to put it. I have had maybe not the best luck of planting daffodils outside. I've tried them in containers and they didn't work. I've tried them in the ground outside in some places, in some raised beds, and it didn't work. And I'm wondering if it was just because of my poor watering abilities. I wonder if it's because like the frost and thaw cycles were just bad, like it became frozen and then unfrozen too often. So it kind of rotted the bulbs in the ground or in the containers where they were. I thought I would try it inside the hoop house. And I can't remember where exactly I put some, but some of these bulbs that I had, I also put them in another raised bed outside just to see again, to compare what works. Anyway, here's all that process. I had to, I felt like I was in a jungle expedition hacking through all of the weeds in this hoop house. They were taller than me. But it was also really satisfying just to be pulling things out of the ground, just to be clearing out the area a little bit. So I packed those bulbs into the ground, watered them in, and I don't know how they're doing. I can't really access them just yet because of the disaster, let me just say disaster, with the hoop house, which I will update on later when I can bear to look at the hoop house again. I hope they're gonna do okay, but I'll just let you know how that goes. I guess that's it for this video. That's all the footage really I have. And then as I guess I work on things for the garden more, I'll try and be better about making these videos. I really love doing it. I was watching through some of my older videos and just smiling. Well, first of all, gagging looking at myself. I think I don't like to look at myself very much. just looking at these past experiences has been a lot of fun. Seeing my dog when he was younger, that's been so special. Like, I'm glad I caught a lot of these moments and memories. I might also upload some of the live streams that I've done that are focused on gardening on this YouTube channel. I'm not sure how that's gonna go because these videos are like at least a little bit edited and I can kind of, you know, edit out all the dead space, and it's not the same in live streams. But I'm gonna give it a shot and just see how it comes across. I think I might even, when I do specifically gardening live streams, I might also stream it to this channel. Anyways, I am kind of nervous about like going back in and editing more and putting out a new video on this channel, but I hope it turns out okay. I'm really excited to connect with you all again. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it if you are somebody that has watched me in the past, or even if you're somebody that's discovered me while I've kind of been on this hiatus from these YouTube videos, and are coming back to check out what I've been up to check out new videos. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you for like letting me do all these hobbies that I love and not feel so alone. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.